are keeping a very close eye on actresses Mary Martin and Janet Gaynor tonight. Both of them were in a car accident in San Francisco last night. They were taking a taxi to dinner in Chinatown when the police say a van ran through a red light and hit their car broadside. Martin's press agent was killed. Gaynor's husband was hurt. Right now, Nightcast reporter Doug Murphy is standing by with a live eye at the hospital with the latest. Doug?
Wendy, I checked with hospital officials a few minutes ago, and they say there is no change in the condition on either woman, and that's encouraging news. They are both awake, and they are both alert. Mary Martin is listed in serious but stable condition, and Janet Gaynor is listed in critical but stable condition. They're happy about that simply because of her age and the seriousness of her injury, that she's not getting any worse. Her husband, Paul Gregory, is listed tonight in fair condition.
Gaynor and her husband were in San Francisco for the taping of the program Over Easy. Martin is a co-host on that public broadcasting show. On the program, Gaynor and Gregory discussed their late-in-life love and marriage.
Paul really knew my affairs.
How wonderful.
I knew what I was getting. Police say the driver of the van that ran the red light and struck their cab has been released on bail. 38-year-old Robert Cato is charged with felony drunk driving, reckless driving, and vehicular manslaughter. Martin's son, Larry Hagman, visited his mother early today, and the hospital switchboard has been jammed with calls from fans from around the world. Gaynor is one of the few stars of both silent and talking pictures. She was the first woman to win an Academy Award in 1928 in the silent film Seventh Heaven, but she is most remembered for her role in the original A Star is Born. Martin's fame came on the stage, creating Peter Pan, and winning critical acclaim for her performance in South Pacific and Sound of Music.
Officials here say that Martin could be out of the hospital in as short a time as 2 weeks. Because Gaynor is so much more serious, in serious condition, nobody here has even mentioned yet when she could be released from the hospital. Unless there is a dramatic change in their condition, the next update will be tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. With a live eye at San Francisco General, I'm Doug Murphy. Wendy, back to you.
Thank you very much, Doug. The driver of the van is out on bail tonight. Tomorrow he will be arraigned here in San Francisco.
Actress Janet Gaynor and Broadway star Mary Martin suffered severe injuries last Sunday evening when a taxi they were riding in was struck by a van in San Francisco. Miss Gaynor, who is 75, underwent 4 hours of chest surgery and was in critical condition for the next 5 days. Miss Martin, who is 68 years old, suffered a fractured pelvis and was in intensive care for nearly a week. The taxi and van collided with terrific impact, and victims were pinned inside until a fire department rescue team could pry them out of the wreckage. Ben Washer, Mary Martin's 76-year-old personal manager, was killed in the accident, and Paul Gregory, Miss Gaynor's husband and producer, was injured. Police say that the van was speeding and ran a red light before striking the cab in a busy San Francisco intersection. The van's driver was booked on suspicion of manslaughter, felony drunken driving, reckless driving, as well as speeding and running the traffic signal. As news of the accident spread around the world, flowers and telegrams and phone calls came into the hospital, wishing the two actresses a speedy recovery. Among the senders, Elizabeth Taylor, Bob Hope, Mel Torme, and Lena Horne. By week's end, Janet Gaynor, who won the very first Academy Award for Best Actress, was taken off the critical list, and doctors say she has a good chance for a full recovery. Miss Martin, doctors said, is doing very well, and she has been moved out of the intensive care section of the hospital.
They are two wonderful actresses and wonderful women, and we join all the others in wishing them a very speedy recovery.